happy wees met jou as jy doen wat jy al gedoen het hier, hoor.
Ek het geleer, don't stress.
Okay, dankie. Okay, so okay, just give it a...
of allemaal in is.
Okay, driver number 1 of teams from number 11 to number 20 can now join. Only driver number 1. Okay, I think we need 1 or 2 more.
Ja, dus ek is nog een van hulle, gaan nou daar wees. Die game vir my wat geupdate het, patch nog.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so driver number 1 of the rest of the grid, only driver number 1. If you're driver number 1 in your team and you haven't joined the grid yet, please join the server now.
Okay, it's not.
Yeah, and that just from myself and the rest of Raceface, thanks for everyone for the support. We have over 100 drivers who registered for the series, and we have a nice grid of over 30 cars. So yeah, massive thank you again for the support. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the race and the rest of the series. For the next race, we're going to try and do variable weather. We just want to test out the settings a bit more. Yeah, we've tried different settings last year, and it all didn't really work well. So we'll test it. We'll have a couple of servers up, and then if there's anyone interested in sponsoring any of the rest of the races, more than welcome to come and have a chat. Or the series as a whole. Obviously, there's overall standings towards the end of the year. So yeah, come chat to me and we can give something to the community. Okay, so it seems like there were a couple of guys in and then they went out again. So those guys who went out, driver number 1s, please join your server again.
Ek was een van hulle Logitech fokker rond partykeer.
Okay, just make sure that your other team members don't join before you now. So
Fleming, moenie join nie.
Okay, Bertus, jy kan ons maar skielie na ons Discord stuur.
Ek join nie.
Okay, guys. So only if your driver number 1 has joined and you've confirmed with them, then you can join the rest of the drivers. So you can go to your own Discords now. Remember, please come and have a chat with the in the comms box. Just go to the interview room and Stephen will drag you in. And yeah, just keep it clean, keep it respectful, and let's have fun. Yeah, very important. We will forward the session in about 10 minutes, 5 to 4. And yeah, please don't do driver swaps. Just don't, it's not worth the risk. And if your driver number 1 is not yet in the server, don't join until he has joined the server. But if your driver number 1 is in the server and you've confirmed it, then the rest of the team can join now.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck, everybody.
Lekker ry, good luck everybody.
Good luck, James. Good luck.
Good luck, all.
Oh wait, sorry, I was in the wrong Discord.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, okay, so fuck yeah, you're doing stunt 1, stunt 2, and stunt 3, and me is 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, you're doing stunt 1, I'm doing 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And then you're doing 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
Alright, thanks load shedding. They literally suspended it for an hour.
That's retarded. Okay. Okay. Saba.
I should join now, right?
Yeah.
Connect.
So I have bad news and good news. I haven't entered the pit strats all fucked up now
Why?
because the load shedding.
No, don't stress. You just keep the same pit strats.
I still need your temps for. Did you send them to me?
Yeah, just one. So for 3 and 4, just one click up on the left side. That's it. You don't have to touch the others. You still in the pit?
Yeah.
Yes, I see our livery. Blue and pink in all its glory.
Oh fuck.
Dude, don't stress. You got this.
I have full faith in me holding my line. I'm just really fucking worried about the people behind me and the people to my right. It's not on the left.
Dude, that's why I just play it safe. Rather not get involved in any cock lap 1. Even if it means losing a spot or 2.
I'm gonna try my
It's
best.
it's not worth the
Okay, so
damage.
you're gonna need to go into third person and then like kind of spot me.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Especially on the start, T1, T2, T3. Like just the first
so we're
initial.
starting in 10, right?
13th.
No, we're starting in 10
Yeah. 10
minutes.
Yes.
I've also got the pit wall thing up here, so I can give you some updates on times of other people. Just let me know.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I can't bring you snacks or anything like that.
I bought snacks, it's all good.
Yo, do check the CPU, server CPU.
I
Jim?
can't. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hi there, guys. Listen, I'm not going to talk much. I just want to wish you guys well.
Oh, thank you, God, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good first lap, and then the rest will come to you guys. Enjoy.
Thanks,
mate.
Conrad.
I don't know. Are you guys streaming or not?
I'm streaming on YouTube.
Are you still on YouTube? What's your YouTube one? Then I can jump in every so. I'm going to jump in every so now and again into the different guys.
Give me a sec.
Don't you want to load? Just throw it onto the ACC chat group, and other people can also see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to create commotion. You guys must concentrate now. Have a good first lap and a good race, eh? I'll pop
Thanks,
in every so now
Conrad.
and again if you don't mind. I'll pop in just to wish you guys, see how you guys are doing.
Thanks, man.
Feel free to
Okay.
do that, bro.
Okay, keep well.
Thank you. Oh, so I did subtle changes to the car, by the way.
What did you do? Just so I have a heads up.
Car handles exactly the same. The yellow curbs are much easier now. Dropped the rear spring rate with a bit and a fast bump on the rear with 4 clicks.
Okay. No stress. No, dude, I'll adapt. I'm chilled with that.
You can. It doesn't So you can take it a bit more, like just do you, but you'll feel it's a lot easier on the rear if you're those yellow curbs with the yellow crane. Exactly the same. Forgot what that corner's name is, but you know which one I'm talking about with the two yellow curbs. With a bit and the big ones. Bump on the
No,
rear
cool.
4 clicks.
Okay. No stress. No, dude, I'll adapt. Ethan, you got this.
Bro, let's do this, bro.
Yes.
Holy shit, son.
Can you be on me?
Oh,
BRP.
no way.
You got it.
Thank you, man.
I believe.
Also believe. I haven't done a race start. I did some bot starts, so I'm like prepared. But fuck, we got this. Keep it smooth. Slot in. Chill. Have a good time.
How do I switch view? There we go. I've got the chase cam behind you.
Okay.
So leave. Or do you want me like to have a bird's eye view on you?
No, chase cam's all good.
Oh, I can't have a bird's eye view. Oh.
More interested to the left or my right, not really my rear. I got my rear.
Look, luckily you got the inside. Inside line. But yeah, take it easy. Yeah, but the server's packed. Like that CPU, server CPU, quite loaded there. Fuck, Fuck, I can't believe I have to do 3.5 hours.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be here with you with my laptop. And our biggest thing is no drive-throughs, no fucking penalties, no cuts.
Yeah, dude, I'd rather play it a bit safe than like, say, lose like 2 seconds on a lap
And our
than
goal's
get a
top 20.
drive-through.
Top 20 is our goal. Anything better is just like nice
Yeah.
to have.
Let's go.
See how this is all going to work out. But Yanaman, lots on the line here. Quite a few teams have made it. 35 cars on the grid. Everyone with up to 3 drivers are going to be having an absolute tremendous time here at Imola. A very difficult circuit for one to go and put out, but also a circuit that, well, has a synonymous history in endurance racing. Your thoughts onto this?
Yeah, absolutely. Imola is a circuit that me and you have done a couple of enduros on. Absolutely awesome circuit. It's quite an iconic circuit. Also a circuit, you know, it's got a bit of tragic history to it, but you know, it's got one of my all-time favorite corners on any track. You know, the Aqua Minerale going through that is just absolutely spectacular. The faster the race car, the more spectacular it gets. I mean, Stephen, me and you have done 6 hours enduros around here in an LMP1. We will forget that. We'll have a little bit of a chat about that later. Thank you for cars with batteries, but tonight or afternoon, we're racing GT3s around Imola, and I'm looking forward to, you know, truly a tremendous race.
It's going to be an absolutely fantastic one, and a big shout out to everyone joining us over at Raceface.pro YouTube. Glad to have you guys here, and a big shout out to, before the race even starts, to all the admin that put this together to ensure that we're going to have an endurance race. I mean, especially in times where we just got, as of 10 minutes ago, load shedding warning at 4 o'clock, well, starting at 4. So I'm going to actually be turning on the generator at 6, just to keep...
Ethan, those aren't sausage curbs of death anymore.
Really
They're your friends. They're the cute fuzzy teddy bears that you want to hug.
Our endurance race, this is going to push man, machine, teams, pit bosses, everyone you know is about to go and get put through the absolute ringer out there, and I can't wait to see how it's all going to turn out, who's going to be able to go across at the end. We do have different classes though. We do have a pro class and a pro-am class. We will try and give you as much detail as possible of where the guys are for those pro and pro-am classes. But as our leader makes his way around the final corner, this is where you start warming up. This is where it starts getting interesting.
Stay safe.
This for the Genesis Esports team lining up with the Hybrid Academy Fire. They used to be called Fire and Ice. Now going just for fire because they're going to bring the heat.
Fire. Yeah.
They're going to bring the heat in this race. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get yourselves ready. Grab some popcorn as we get ready to go green. So Jim, over to you to tell us when we're going green. Tim, the cameraman, going to give us all the show as we wait to the line, waiting for the light. Time now. Maybe sort of getting there. this
Still some way from the line. There we go.
And away they go. 8 hours of Imola, round
Nice, good
1
stuff.
of the Raceface GD3 Endurance Championship. Taking off. Bego Krobler trying to go on defensive. He has got Christian Deploy and Christian Fenter trying to go after him as everyone goes and figures out where they can go. This is where the drivers are going to have to push a little bit hard just to ensure that they can go and make some early moves and get into a stable
That was a mistake.
That's short. Don't worry. Don't worry.
in the Project Vapor. He's got Vincent Nell and Quan Duplessis trying to chase him down. Vincent Nell, part of the logistical nightmare team, coming out and chasing Mahia.
Careful. Green car fucking almost dive bombed you.
BMWs out there is this Project Vapor team, just because it's different.
Yeah, you know, you spoke about
And
it
of
before
course.
the race, and I'm having a look at it now. You know, I love seeing liveries that are
Yeah,
different,
stay on the
liveries
brakes,
that are
stay on the brakes.
designed, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
thinking
shitty,
a little
but
bit outside the box. Because
should be
that's
good.
what me and you normally tend to do. We don't
No.
go for the normal stuff.
That'll be a penalty
we
for him.
tend to go for the different looking stuff. And
Let's still do. Don't
you
worry.
know,
Don't
who
worry.
will
Just
remember-
head
who
down.
will- Me and you, I'm pretty sure. Oh, a couple of cars.
Mr.
taking
Heineken
a
should
bit of a
actually give you
wide
that
line
spot.
through Aqua Minerale there, Steven. Think cold tires.
That's Ethan Lacuna was part of the mix in Lamborghini. This is for the ZRC team, really not having a good one. A couple of cars landed up with a problem. For the Zodiac team, not quite getting the launch they want. You can see PWSR car chasing in the background, and contact with car number 3. That's Ruin Henniker that landed up with that contact and pushing off one of the Porsches. So 3-4 cars involved in that little spill as they seem to get up and going once again.
I mean, first lap completed of
Oh, good stuff, Ethan.
7 hours and 58 minutes left of racing.
What the fuck's this guy
Might have
doing?
been just a little bit of cold brakes, cold tires combination there, getting caught out by that, and unfortunately a little bit of contact. But
Dude is like,
we've got
fuck you,
basically
you don't
8
have this
hours,
corner.
Steven, to make that back up. And at this stage, we're looking at
Just stay safe,
Barclays,
dude,
and
right?
He's got Duplessis behind him. Nice little battle in
Keep the
early
pressure on him, you'll
stages.
make a
I'm pretty sure,
mistake.
Steven, as the race progresses, the field will span out a little bit more, and as the guys get into their rhythm, and we've said it before, you know, 8-hour race, a lot of diving off on the inside, nice one.
So
They want
Barkhazen and Ruin Cilia's going and having a battle. Project Vapor.
Heinrich
Ferrari
blocking him off for you.
battling it out with the KSR factory team side by side under braking, and these guys taking it much like a sprint race for an early on run. But this does hurt tires,
fucking with
and
me.
from the
Don't
start,
stress,
it's
Ethan.
The rear is
fantastic
kind
to
of.
get into a fight. But what
Yeah, I
is
remember it's the first few laps where it's a bit
fuel,
cold.
tires, all of that's
No,
gonna come into
no,
play.
no. Like
And
I
you
did
won't
my
find
normal
out
thing
about it
there.
now. No. You'll find out when it comes to the last 30 minutes.
Don't stress,
but
don't
we have
stress.
to put another
I think you
0.5
just took a
minutes
little
left in
too much sausage curb.
on the start.
yeah.
On entry.
Yeah, the car's just a bit
You know,
unsettled.
different approaches. I know me and you in the early stages of an enduro, we pretty much just like to keep it alive. At the end of the day, what I want to say, you know, you want to try and minimize the time spent in the pits as we have a look at Bego, Grobler, and
I'm just going to
Venter.
keep note of the penalties we have to
Bego
dish
not
out.
really putting up a fight there. I think Bego might be playing the long game. He's coming back. He's not going to take this lying down in true Bego Grobler fashion.
No, he's going to go and give it everything he's got. Christian Venter going on the defensive. Bego really pushing hard, and just getting informed the microphone was a little bit turned down.
Doesn't
I
he
do
get rid of
apologize.
his fucking
Busy
adrenaline? Jesus
trying to figure out.
fucking
I
Christ.
know if I move slightly closer to my microphone, that's one thing we need to grab a boom arm at some point. But yes, absolutely amazing racing going on. Ronaldo Boersma chasing down behind for the KSR Musketeers. He's right onto the back of Bego Frobler, trying to push him into a mistake. And that's giving Christian
Also-
Venter a good bit of run to try and run away.
I mean, absolutely. I thought for one split second Bego was playing the long game, and he proved me wrong very quickly.
So just trying to break away from it a little bit further back behind. Musa has got Juan Duplessis right
There we go.
behind him. The Project Vapor team doing everything they can to run in a bit of a formation. Juan Duplessis actually getting a little bit of a poor exit.
Take a breath.
That has allowed Paul the Wall Fenter to go and catch up to him in the Aston Martin. They did take a look at the Porsche, but Paul said no, he's not a big fan of it. Won't.
Just tell me if
too
you want
much
me
with
off
it. He's
comms.
gonna
No,
rather
it's
sit
fine.
out. Gonna go back to the old reliable Aston Martin, which we've seen has done a phenomenal job in endurance racing. Even last season, Aston Martin was one of the cars to go and keep an eye out for going for the podium. Side-by-side action, Bego Krobler and Ronaldo Boersma. Ronaldo giving a slight little contact, but is all good as the BMW starts trying to pull away from the Ferrari. So Bego now dropping back. This is the first endurance here at Raceface, so we're going to see these Ferraris going the long stint. So 8 hours of racing, mid-engine, newer car. Your thoughts into this, because we've got the new Ferrari, we've got the new McLaren that's recently dropped, and I mean, that is the Evo 2 which down in 11th place is Conrad Hicks. He's actually got the new Evo 2 McLaren and really showing off what it can do, which is a bit of a gamble to take a car like that that's just dropped so quickly once again.
Yeah, and I see it's the Rosas out on track. Stephen, yeah, taking a brand new car in endurance, I won't say it's a risky, but it is a bit of an unknown. A lot of the teams might be settling for a car that they might be more familiar with. You mentioned Paul Fenter and the Aston Martin going for Old Faithful. Talking about me and you in endurance racing, as we do a lot of endurance racing together. When we
the
go for
6
GT3,
guys in front
what
of
do we
you
go
all
for?
lapping in the 146s to 144,
Yeah, this is
like
the
high
thing. You've got to
144s.
think about what's the long game here, where are you going to all sit, and this is what a lot of different drivers have, been chatting to their teams, months and months of planning, all coming to this, where the guys are going to absolutely give it their all. And so far, the grid is starting to open up a little bit. Paul Fenter going after Quan Duplessis, really just trying to follow him through, trying to put a bit of pressure onto him. Mahaif Musa just ahead is putting pressure onto Vincent Nell from the Logistical Nightmare team. So I've just got to say, it's really, really good to see a good pairing of drivers all around. We do have quite a few drivers that have joined up for this endurance season. And while we take a good look at the Logistical Nightmare car, here is Ramon Ionka a little bit further back. He's in 25th, chasing down Loic Randabel and Wilfred Robinson. And, well, gentlemen, as it goes, what is going to be running through the minds of these drivers, these teams? What needs to be done?
That's stress to no, but there's a car in front of you. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, Stephen, it's something I mentioned a little bit earlier on.
Doesn't look like he's raced
I
ever.
know for us, it's a very important thing. It's try minimizing time spent in the pits. Try not to get the car towed back to pits. I mean, all the small little things that make you lose time out on track. And then I'm pretty sure all these teams, or most of these teams,
You'll
will
probably
have
make a mistake
certain
soon.
goal in the beginning stages or beginning hours of this race. They've got target positions that they would like to reach, or that goal might be as simple as keep it out on track. Don't meet a wall or something like that. Even if that means for that specific team that they need to dial back and run a second slower or so per lap time. I mean, as you mentioned, we're sitting with different classes races together, so the goals are going to be different for certain teams.
Yeah, and we're also trying out something new for the season. We're running 8 to 6 hour races instead of the usual 12.
Don't stress.
And 24s.
It's a sprint race.
Well, that's it. We're giving a bit more of a longer sprint race, but there's a couple of caveats to this circuit, and that is going to be running track limits over time.
Yeah.
Remember, you've been
Look, someone's going to make a mistake. You'll get your chance.
when you're going to pit,
Just also
what tyres you're gonna put on,
look after your
and so on
tyres.
and so on. Land up with a bit of a drive-through penalty that can put a ding in your plan very quickly. Getting involved in an accident can also ding your plan quite a bit. So as we see Bego Krobler chasing down Ronaldo Boersma at the moment, trying to go up on the inside. He wasn't able to do it. Ronaldo going
Heinrich
very,
is
very
sickling a
defensive,
little
holding
bit.
him at bay. Ronaldo, part of the KSR Musketeers team, looking to make a bit of an impact. And so far has been on a bit of a hard charge. I've got to give it up for him. Ronaldo Boersma pairing up with Bernard King and Ruan van der Westhuizen.
Sorry?
While Bego Krobler is with Daniel Rowe and Ryan Ottens for their driver pairing for this race. And right behind them, they do have Johan Kleinans. We usually
I can't
have
predict
old
what
chatterbox
they don't
going
break
and
where I
letting us
break,
know
so it's fucking
what's
hard for
going
me.
Yeah,
on.
look, they are lapping
And, I'm
technically
looking
2
forward to actually getting
seconds
a bit of feedback with the guys,
slower than you.
especially as time goes on. What are they going to feel during the entire
I just need
race?
a fucking good
Yeah, try
Yeah,
work on the exit for the main straight,
I'm
and then
looking
get him on
forward to
on
Kleinan's
corner 1.
chats. Maybe if he's watching the stream on the side, let us know how it's out on track, and then Steven on screen.
Eddie Francis in that.
Fuck.
Can't even get it right.
in the Footsack Racing Porsche.
I was about to say Fett Cook, but he's definitely looking a bit second hand.
Yeah, I know.
As you see from the split of Christian Deploy chasing down Luke Addison, the two teammates going and working together. They've also good to see Luke Addison back behind the wheel. Last time we saw him was with the Grid Championship. We know that he was actively talking to the guys as a race engineer, but also Luke Addison going and taking a break from the SRO, which he did a race at Monza. This is the last time I saw him. He's going and having a bit of fun out on the circuit, currently supporting his teammates and hoping to help pull to the front, which makes me wonder, who is the race engineer that's going to be talking their way through it? Wilford going and having a bit of a battle, and this Eleanor Cheese and Wine. I found out a little bit of information about Wilford and his team. The Cheese and Wine is because they're more refined. They're the elder statesmen. They've pulled out their parchments. They have signed the parchments. They've dipped the quill into the ink, and they're out there showing refinement. While Ramona Yonka and Hansi Myberg are going to try and put as much pressure as possible onto the back.
Cheese and wine can go both ways. You can either be refined or, you know, in rugby when they talk about the Carson vein spun, you know, that's a lot of the guys will know what I'm talking about. That's your DE team.
Okay.
So cheese and wine not necessarily a good thing, but it's good to know what perspective they see it.
You know what? Long as they're having fun. John Rebutha for Team Prigma Racing, chasing after the likes of Ruin Celia's just ahead of him, really giving everything he can. And Ruin Celia's just with that etched art. I've got to say that the Project Vapor team's got me on the fence of what's got the best color scheme, because I do love this etched art sort of styling. Talking about it, he bails off into the dirt.
He wants to give you a better look of the color scheme.
There we go, and now
there's a Porsche as well in the back.
Oh, there's
good
Kevin
shirt.
Ellis for Team Tryhard.
Let them fight each other now.
Getting himself all sorted, and a couple of guys now starting to make those early on mistakes. Thoughts onto this so far, as we see Gareth Hawkins. He's in a battle with Ethan McCuna and Ryan Heineke right behind him. So, your thoughts into this as we jump on board with Gareth Hawkins. We don't really see him. Currently the owner and sponsor for the Genesis esports team. So the Hawks racing team out there in full flight as he battles out with Ruin Heineke. Slight contact between the two. That is the second time we've actually seen contact with Ruin Heineke. A little bit early on into that braking marker. I wonder if
so behind you, that green car took out
guys to be slowing down as much.
the other Lambo.
Tunnel vision.
Same corner that he took you out on.
Raleigh is there are, you know, guys taking different lines, different braking points through there. And it does depend up kind of on the setup of the car. For me personally, the setups that I run, there's a small little brake as you enter Aquamina Raleigh, shifting down, and then hard on the brakes before you go up. Other setups don't actually brake before, they just lift as they go into Aquamina Raleigh. So if the car before you brakes, you will, you know, close up on that car quite rapidly, because you are entering that corner a lot quicker than what they are.
I can tell from mixing it up with the different cars that we've driven, like the Audi LMP1. It's more of a lift, coast it through, and then get back onto the power versus the GT3s. But these are what the guys are going to have to work out, figure out what's going to be the best idea, as we see Mario Skuman of SRE Apex chasing down. The guys are having to figure out what's going to be beneficial for them, what's going to be the ideas in the long term. They were practicing in the rain at one point, so query rain may come.
Well, you know, at this stage, Stephen, I'm keeping an eye on the weather forecast here on the side. It looks sunny at least for next half an hour, so we should have about at least, you know, 6.5 hours or another half an hour of sunny weather ahead. I'll keep an eye on it, you know, if it does change, but who knows?
It's going to be very interesting, and you see a couple of drivers where they fast in some sectors versus others, And
Oh.
this is the whole thing about endurance racing. Sometimes you are a little bit
Ons het
quicker
nou
than your
'n
fellow drivers
drive
around you,
op recovery
but
red of ons.
you've got to try and figure it out.
Nee,
It's
maar
not a
dit is
sprint
verstaan.
race. You've got to try and figure out what's going to be useful for the tires. Yes, everyone wants to push ahead, as we see Bego Krobler. He's
That's
actually
okay.
falling down the ladder. Gets Kleinon's past him, and now it's got Vincent Nell all over him. So Bego now having to just try and battle back. But we're going to see different driving styles coming into play with not only our pro drivers but our AM drivers that are also out there. The pro and the AM teams are really going to do what they can to try and move forward. The interesting part, I feel, is going to be later towards the race where everyone's starting to get tired, everyone's starting to do their pit stops, and we're actually going to take a look at seeing when the guys do their pit stops, if they're going to take on tires, if they're going to just go for fuel. These are all little aspects that they've got to be so careful of, because you don't want to take on tires unnecessarily, but at the same time you don't want to go and run tires absolutely ragged until they are completely destroyed, otherwise you'll end up in a world of hurt. These are all different factors that will come into play for the Raceface GT3 Sprint Series. Maya's also giving it a chase, so he's trying to make this a little bit of a 4-car battle train for the likes of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th position at the moment.
I mean, you were talking about not overdriving the tires. I mean, absolutely.
So
some
you're
of
close
these
to a
teams will
second
have a
lap
strategy of trying
faster
to
than the
double
guys in
stint
front of you.
tires. Might not be now. You know, we're still sitting at 30-degree track temperature, but later on in the race, where things cool down a bit, you try and double stint those tires to lessen the amount of time spent in the pits. Also, you were chatting about the different drivers, and you know, it's all going to depend on the team combination of drivers, so to say. I mean, for the front running teams, pretty much, you know, both the drivers or all three of the drivers are very quick. But as you go further down the field, teams might have different strategies where one driver needs to fulfill a specific role, for instance, fuel saving, and the other drivers will, you know, be there to put in the quick lap times.
Just getting reports, weather has been disabled due to load shedding, so just to try and help out. Big thank you to John Sebastian. Dylan Hall also giving a bit of reports saying
can load shedding now disable weather as well?
Well, you know, turn to clouds off. Dylan Hall also saying Orion normally carries a lot of speed through Raleigh, and he's been caught out a little bit there. So fair enough. I mean, we were talking about drivers moving forward and what's going to be the capabilities of everyone, and that's what you need, a mix of drivers to do it. And as you brought up, some to save fuel, some to save tires, some to really put the hammer down and lay the pressure. So these are different little factors that are going to start adding up in the long term of what's going to happen. Really, really looking forward to seeing how it's going. As we got Duplessis out.
Oh, I was just going to say good exit.
Oh, fucking stupid fucking sand.
Having a bit of fun out there. And Quinton not holding back at this point, but getting chased down by the Ferrari. The BMW just not having the same straight line pace compared to the 298 Ferrari GT3, diving up on the inside.
Okay, book.
And as we head a little bit further down to another little battle, Ashley Wilson going and having fun with Bernard Barkhuizen and Heinrich
Sure.
trying to give chase. This is on board.
How many brown spots do you have in your pants now?
Just trying to eye out where to go to try and figure out what's going to be the right way
fuck off
these competitors. Now we did also bring up a little bit of an aspect of two different classes coming into it. You've got your AM class and your Pro AM class. Janman, your thoughts into this and what it can do?
Well, it's not entirely the case, Steve, but it does turn this race into kind of a multi-class race. You know, the type of racing me and you do, where there's different classes of cars on track, where you have a bit of a faster car and a bit of a slower car. So it's an 8-hour race, Steven, so there will be a fair amount of lapping going on, and you know, then it becomes
he breaks so early.
becomes a bit of an art. The faster driver needing to get past the car he's lapping without.
I mean, you still made it, so
with losing the least amount of time possible. And the other one is
actually,
the car
if I can
being
make
lapped,
this,
also
I
letting
know I
the
can
faster
go
car
fine,
through without
I mean, dude,
losing
you
you know,
5
the
positions
right
up
time possible.
in 10
it
laps,
does bring
so
an interesting aspect to it, and
don't
I like
stress.
it, and I
You'll
like
get
the
your
stewards,
chance.
you know, the different classes racing
I see in
together.
the
It's
top field a
also
lot of the guys
nice
are
for the
getting a bunch of track
slower
warnings.
guys to race with the
Nice,
faster
we still
guys.
don't have one, bro.
Nice.
Because, you know, and I think it was Mr.
Look, the
Dylan Hall
top
that
10 are
said
lapping in the
you'll never become
high
good
one,
unless
high
you race with
140s,
people faster.
141s, low 142s.
Very interesting. And we're also going to have a chat
Midfields
to a couple of the guys a little bit
about
later.
144s, sort of mid 144s.
Imola here.
The guys in front of you are Coxlow, 147s, 146s.
Moving forward, what are they going to do? It's
I mean, as you can see by your last time.
some very, very interesting conversations. I do think we're going to have some very heated debates.
Once you pass these two, the next few guys, they're doing mid 144s.
Just asking them their thoughts, asking them their opinions, and that's it. We're going to get all the raw information and get it out to you guys as much as possible. Much like we've got Tim the cameraman giving us a few shots. A big shout out to Tim. Without him, we would be pretty much lost at this point. But some say Tim the cameraman squints sideways, as we see a bit of a Quinton van Rensburg, Jory Duplessis, and Ruin Cilliers all going and battling it out into the chicane.
Sorry, I was still at the science of squinting sideways, but okay.
It's Tim. Oh, contact! Duplessis getting contact from Cilliers. And let's actually take a look what
You understand.
the helmet cam. Cilliers get caught out under braking. You can see he's trying
Just
to figure
fucking.
out where to go by.
I just need to chill. Just need to chill.
Gets a
I literally just need to chill.
big run.
Then we good.
Up on the back of Duplessis into the toe. Slipstream coming in hand now. This is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. And completely caught out under braking.
Sure.
Did not expect Duplessis to just slam on the anchors, and that threw him all the way down. And we're going to see more and more of that happening, but I'm sure there's going to be some talks with what's happening.
You know, it's an 8-hour race, Stephen. There's bound to be, you know, stuff that's going to keep the stewards a little busy. I think he was caught out how early he was on the brakes, because it does look like he climbed on the anchors a little bit early for the corner. Not to say it was his fault at
That's
all.
track cuts for them.
I'm just calling it like I'm seeing it.
That's it. Unfortunately, in that sort of point, you get tunnel visioned, and you don't expect guys to go and hit the brakes like that. It's just honestly one of these things that you can run into that can become into, start affecting you. And as you brought up, the thing to touch on, we do have stewards keeping an eye on all the racing as well. So a big shout out to our stewards. They are going to be very, very busy during this 8-hour. We will try and see if maybe we can sneak in a chat with him. Sean Lorero, though, for
Yellow
the
flag. Tim watching the yellow flag.
Yellow flag in front of you, careful.
In the Ferrari, and let's go to his helmet cam and find out what happened, because he just parked it right by the marshal and it's falling through the grid.
Steering wheel. It looks like steering wheel.
Something completely disconnected.
Yeah.
And
almost looks like he lost all steering wheel there.
Throttle's there. You could hear him revving, but looks like it's all turned off now. So have we run into our first retirement of the race? But yellow flags is being waved, so they're going to be a bit cautious. Loic Ranuel for the team.
You need to get rid of these two.
Going and having a bit of fun out there. Loic has been having a bit of a rough week, and I think he's looking for a big up at this point. And,
Look, I mean, they're cutting again, so they're going to be on drive-thrus very soon.
But flying in 23rd, not a bad
It's the guy in front of Van Wyk, Mayberg. He's actually the slower one.
As you said for a moment there, you know, if it wasn't for the Aston
Mayberg
Martin,
isn't
as
fast
we
enough
look
to
at the
fucking
replay of him
overtake
running
him.
wide, that almost looked like a Porsche Cup race for a second.
Oh, that's it. You've got to keep an eye out
quite
Heinrich
obnoxious.
Cadet going after Ashley Wilson at the moment. The Elmar SS Maka going and beating out the KSR Force Enduro 2 as gets into the toe, and let's see what's going to happen. Will the BOP be in the favor of the McLaren?
Oh, there we go. Good
BMW
exit.
have enough of a slipstream as Heinrich de Wet looking to go around the outside, going to get pushed out very, very wide, hard under the brakes, behind, dives up, and ooh, close racing as they make their way out of turn 1 and turn 2.
Yeah, I mean, turn 1, turn 2, his whole mindset there going on the outside, he tried to put himself on the inside for the next corner, but unfortunately, you know, with taking so much curve, he lost a bit of drive, and that put the McLaren out on the front foot again. Steven, it does look like that BMW does have a fair bit of pace on the straight, but remember, Imola is very much a track of two different kind of setups. The guys a lot of guys go for a low downforce setup that will put you a little bit on the back foot through the tights and twisties. Other guys go for more a higher downforce setup that will give you a bit of edge through the corners, but you will lose out a bit of top end on the long pit straight.
See, there's just so much to gamble for at this point, and it leaves you wondering what's going to be enough. What is going to be able to push you over that edge, get you ready. I mean, these are all different factors that every team has got to consider, and considering you've got 3 different drivers in the same car, each with their own driving style, each with their own way they like setting things up, you've got a very, very hybridized system that you're going to have to make do with what you've got, and that also provides its own challenge for a lot of these drivers.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I see Dylan on the chat saying that it was a wheel failure for sure. So that was my first guess when I saw that happening. And that's always a nasty one to pick up, because you've got absolutely no control over the car any further other than throttle and brake.
Well, the only problem that I see is they're going to try and get that steering wheel up and going. If he needs to swap over to a different driver, he has to get out the pits, do a lap, pull in, and request the next driver in. And I mean, this is one of the challenges with the Assetto Corsa Competizione, as we see the hitman in the wall.
Yes, but this Ferrari's
shot.
fucked.
So let's go
Like,
take a look at Daniel De Villiers.
the amount of
Hitman
grip it
trying
has.
to lock and load, put one in the barrel, and as he slides his way through, getting back onto the gas, really doing everything he can, hard onto the brakes. Lamborghini's a little bit more settled, hops over the curb, and
How slow these guys are lapping
spiking
is
it into
making
the
me
wall.
sad.
That Lamborghini feeling a bit of pain, but he's able to get it
To be
going.
honest, the next next about 10 guys ahead of you are all sort of bunched up, and then there's a bit of a gap.
And what it does in terms of tire degradation and fuel usage, all of it just ramps up through the roof. I mean, this is becoming a little bit.
Dude, I'm watching the stream.
Really can't.
Like, some of these guys in the top 15, they're pretending like this is, or they're driving like this is just a normal race. Really, they're taking each other out. It's scary.
That looks to be Jean-Ray Bertha landing up. You do have pit wall up and ready to go, so you can head
If I can get
into
Kuhn air,
the
that would be
descriptions.
fucking
Go
amazing.
and click on the description, go to the pit wall, and you'll have access to all the live timing.
I mean, the guy in front of you, his fastest lap was a 43.9.
So really, really good to see that. It gives another aspect to everyone
Just
sitting
let me
watching
fucking
this
go.
to see what's happening in terms of live timing, and also can make a bit of plan so you guys get to see how the pros are doing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, some of these teams, Steve, have got somebody, I see multiple people behind the scenes keeping an eye on everything. Not just, as you said, pit wall, but also on the stream.
You've got the
even monitoring
Ferrari, that green Ferrari coming up behind you.
It's a whole team doing things together, not just the
Yeah,
drivers
be
out on
careful.
track. And then you get guys like us that pretty much make it up as we go along.
We kind of just figure out what we're doing at this point.
Yeah, and Steve, what time is your load shedding again? When do I need to be out of the car?
Let's just try and figure it out, shall we?
Yeah.
It's absolutely a really
I'm so tired of this fucking blue fucking
find
Ferrari.
what's gonna work
Like,
for you
honest to God.
and what's going to be the right
Let's get a
way
clean ended
forward. So
exit,
just
send it.
keep an eye on
Send
how
it in
goes
lap
and
1. Oh, corner
unfolds
1.
as you go on. But your thoughts onto this,
There we go.
Yellowman, it's not going to be an easy run for anyone out there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, stay in that slip, you'll
even
definitely
if
catch him.
You know, a lot of the experienced guys might run into some difficulty.
Is he gonna be a
8
dick?
hours is a very long time. You know, it's by no means. I know we joke and we say it's a sprint race because me and you, we
What a
call
dick,
anything
man.
shorter than 12 hours a sprint race, but it's not. You know, it's entirely different to what these guys are racing on Wednesdays and Thursday evenings, and it's for a lot of for a couple of these guys, it's their first
Finally.
endurance race that they might be doing. So, you know, it's into the unknown. Each lap is past an hour and 20 minutes that they've normally raced is into the
Okay,
unknown
head down.
for them.
Got
Driver
this.
swaps and all of those kind of things.
And it provides its own challenge in that way. These are the things that you've got to be so cautious of, and you've got to try and figure out what's going to be most beneficial for you. So let's see how it all goes on. As we see Devin Ellis battling out with Daniel Leighton and De Villiers.
Whoa! Jesus, fuck.
To endurance racing, recently coming off a
The guy's brave on the brakes.
4 hour done by M40M. Wasn't in an Aston that time. He was actually in a Ferrari. But good
Does he
to
look
see
familiar?
and he's got
I've seen him before.
Yeah, there's Loic Randall chasing him down. But a couple of these guys very, very experienced. So experienced sim racers are very, very experienced in endurance racing. And coming into a
So
battle
guy ahead of
season
you's
3,
lapping in the high
with a bit of a
144s.
change up in the rules. Your thoughts of, is everyone on the same playing field? Do you think guys have now
Sorry?
You want to catch him?
Yep.
No. You know, each team, you know, has got its own unique way of doing it. And just going back to Devin Ellis, you know, last weekend he actually raced on iRacing, so he also you know, raced on multiple sims, and the endurance aspect on the two is entirely different. You do stuff entirely different. I mean, in ACC, a lot of these guys need to compile their pit stops as they are driving, and last weekend he didn't have to do that. So it's getting used to different kind of things in different sims again.
No, it's going to be a really, really exciting time. And let's take a look through what's been happening. Christian Deploy up 3 positions from when he started, starting 4th, now up into 1st place. Luke Allison down 1 position. Christian Fenter started 3rd, currently in 3rd. Ronaldo Boersma up 1 position. Johan Kleinans up 1 position. Vincent Nell up 2 positions. Bago Krobler down 5 positions. Paul Fenter up 2 positions. Maya Musa up 2 positions. Quan Duplessis up 1 position. Conrad Forsking up 1 position. Bernard Barkhuizen
Nice, good stuff.
started in 35th.
There you go. Now you've got
3 positions.
He's not hanging around.
Yeah.
you've got some clean air ahead of you for a bit.
Down 2 positions. Heinrich de Wet up 2 positions. Werner Skuman up 5 positions. Ruan Silius up 10 positions. Ashley Wilson.
Like, I don't get why the guy before that blue Ferrari, why he's defending so hard in an 8-hour endurance race and it's lapped like 15.
Daniel de Villiers down 1. So he's up 6. Daniel de Villiers up 1. Down 1.
Let's check Ferrari on the inside maybe. No.
Loic Randall up 4. Given now same as where he started. John Redworth up 4. Wolford Robertson in down 1 position. John Reduplessis down 4 positions. Mario Skuman up 5 position. Ethan Lacuna down 14 positions. We saw he landed up in a world of hurts a little bit earlier. He's being chased down by Hansi Myberg, who has maintained where he started. Ruan Heineke down 15 positions. Ryan van Veek, he's up 3 positions. Ronnie Jonker down 12 positions. Gareth is down 2 positions. Heinrich Loeb down 1 position. Eddie Francis same. Philip Van Zale's out in the car, so they managed to get that car up and going once again. He's down 20 positions, and Reginald where he started. Also, a shout out to Reginald over here, because Reginald's streaming.
So a guy ahead of you
and he is driving
is
this
not the
race
best driver,
highly
so just careful on your overtakes with him.
Oh, it's Kuban.
Yeah.
I remember from your race.
Yeah.
It's not the first time he's doing it so.
And guess what? He sent me a message about an hour ago telling me I took him out. So I laid the rulebook on him. Said it's not my job to give him space. I'm allowed to defend my line, and he's the one who's responsible for being safe in an overtake.
Something different, and for everyone that's needing to know of how much work that goes into it, it's insane. You've got to ensure that you're up, you're ready, your muscles are ready. You're not going to be climbing out the seat, so you're going to be properly battling it out, trying to figure out what's going to be the advantage to you. All of these things are going to become more and more difficult as time goes on. Where it's all going
So guy ahead of you is lapping mid 144s.
If we didn't have damage, we would have been doing fucking 42s.
How much damage do you have?
6 seconds, but it's the entire
6.
rear.
Because at least corner entry is not too bad. It'll be like high speed, where you want the arse to sit a bit.
Yeah.
Good, look, it's not a train smash, so
All over the back of him as they're pushing as hard as they can. John Ray Bertha also behind.
it could have been worse. Let's say,
It could
let's
have
put
been
it out.
worse. It could have definitely been worse.
Like you could have had 30 cars behind you all smash into you.
That's very true. Silver lining.
Look for the positive.
None of the fucking 30 cars behind me crashed into me. Very good.
But in the end, it didn't matter through that corner.
And you know what's scary? I think this the guy who took you out, he races in pro.
No, I think he would just misjudge his braking and then it was too late.
No, but I saw on the live stream, he took someone out the same way he took you out. Outbraked himself and punted him. It's like people don't understand the rulebook. The overtaking car is the one responsible for being safe. The defending car can hold its line and defend its line.
Just not move while under braking.
Exactly. And what was he doing? Moving under braking. That's what I'm saying. Like, as a pro driver, you shouldn't be making mistakes like that.
No.
I just had to put it out there.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So.
How's your pace looking good?
Racing. When you think you know it, you don't. Everything just happens. So. We will see some very interesting conversations. We'll get to chat to these
So
drivers.
after you pass the next 3, oh sorry, the next 2, there's a train of cars, and it's a bunch of guys with damage that are lapping in the 145s.
I'm very interested to see what the chats are going to be.
So that's going to be, see that train in front of you there? That's going to be tough to overtake.
But we're also looking at what the guys are doing behind the scenes, seeing out on the Discord. Also, just to the guys coming into the chat out on YouTube, a big thank you to you guys out there. I see we've got Cilliers,
One step at a time.
Racing, we've got Alan Patterson, Dylan Hall.
So you were second and almost half faster the previous lap.
I'm chatting along here.
Gabriel DeSantos, big thank you for joining. Keegan Sanderson, we've got Sean Buck.
Looks like Skuman ahead of you is having some like rubber banding issues.
On and on and on, and it's just absolutely fantastic to see a whole bunch of the community getting behind the driver. So make sure that you go and share the link with everyone and the blind dog to go and just subscribe, enjoy all the racing.
Yeah.
We're here. It's 7 hours and 19 minutes to go. Only 40 minutes, going 41 minutes completed of this 8-hour endurance race. And, well, we're starting to get to the point of where pit stops are going to come into play. And Bernard Barkhuizen seems to be a bit lost. Tim the cameraman's busy looking at him, and I don't know if he played a bit of Minecraft. See, gets onto the power. And just another one of the cars running into early issues. A bit of a change on, I think it was brake bias. And
Cleared for D. Hit the curb too hard.
well, ET phone home.
I've never seen a car take that curb that hard.
Well, it's one way of doing it, but play X-Files music. Definitely needed right there.
You know, I'm just
I now fear for my life. District 9 is happening, folks. We've got to be very careful of this.
Well, on my timing screen, I'm having a look at it. You know, oh, there we go. For a second, you know, Bernard Barkhuizen was shown in first place there. So, you know, my timing sheets just took a little bit of time to get a bit of a catch up there. Because I think he jumped that curb so hard, he jumped himself into first place.
Into the shadow dimension. As quoting Yu-Gi-Oh! Many years ago. He came from the shadow dimension. But these are all different points that are happening and now seen as mechanical failures during an endurance race. As we saw a little bit earlier, with the steering disconnect, it all happens, unfortunately. And mechanical failures do happen in real-world racing. It's all about how you deal with them, how you can get back out there. I know the teams are going to be frantic to go and ensure they can get themselves back out. So these are different things that you've got to keep in mind, and you can never prepare for it because the longer the race is, the more Murphy is sitting there.
Fuck, he's so slow through there.
You've been looking for years and years and years. He's sitting there and he's used it. You just don't know when that bolt's going to come loose.
Yeah, absolutely. As you see, what was it, Divonalis and them having a nice little battle through the...
Might have damage, that's why it's maybe braking earlier.
Ran wide, I didn't catch the name.
That was Daniel de Villiers that got caught
Daniel
up.
de Villiers.
Loic Randall going to be... Yep, Loic Randall are going to be happy with that. It does look like John Redworther going after David Null a little bit further behind. The Porsches having a bit of a battle. Wolford Robson going and duking it out, having a real great chase, and he's got Kerry Duplessis out on circuit for the GSR Endurance team. John Redworther trying to go up on the inside and make
yeah, he's a dickhead. Just careful.
That going to be taking life out of the tires. Fuel starting to run out. John Redworther
looking back on the inside.
That's it. Looks for the cutback.
Double overtake.
So, with this being said, gentlemen, you've raced against the best of the best. You've been in the pros. You've seen when pit stops come into play. When do you expect to see our first pit stops of the race?
Well, I think it's going to be with, you know, let's say about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's where they're going to start coming in. If the guys have done a little bit of fuel saving in the early parts, you can push that a little bit later, maybe max to an hour and 15 minutes.
We got 20 laps to go.
But I think from about 60 minutes gone in the race, we're going to start seeing the first pit stops happening, especially from the front running teams that, you know, might be a bit more right foot heavy than the guys running further down the field.
Well, another question that's got to come in, do you think there's going to be a change of tyres, or you're going to try and double stint it? Let's take a look. Track temperature, 31 degrees Celsius, blisteringly hot out there. The guys are trying to keep it all in check. What do you think is going to be the...
Okay, guys.
For it, because tyre degradation is going to go through the
Who's next? G Duplessis.
You're now starting to run into
Lapping 144.7s.
essentially. You can start racing Brunel, but also you're going to lose a massive amount of grip. So as the track's getting warmer, it gets to a point where you've got nice grip and it If it gets too warm, you'll end up like driving on ice. And these are all factors that every single one of these drivers, these teams have to be well aware of that can impact their race in such a negative way early on. So we do see what does look to be Daniel de Villiers and Quinton
Leaders are behind us.
going and
Yeah, about 10
the
seconds.
rest of the competitors. And I actually learned there is a term for that. I was corrected. There's an actual term for going and kicking up dust in front of your competitor. Do you know what that is?
No.
Crop dusting.
Oh, crop dusting.
Yeah, you've crop dusted your fellow competitor. It's a genuine racing term. So bear that in mind. Do you see a little bit of contact zones? Bernard Barkhuizen seems to be back out track, and it's also Heinrich Loeb who seems to be a little bit slow out. Don't see any damage on the car, but they're doing everything they can to keep it going. Also, just want to talk about this little Porsche out here with a fair amount of damage still on the Porsche, and that is Eddie Francis, head of Monday Night Racing, joining up with Monday Night Racing admin. Big shout out to Monday Night Racing actually for being the casual guys that can learn how to get into league racing, and it's good to see them coming and jumping and having a bit of fun.
I've got a question for old Eddie. Now looking at
he's
that.
not old, he's ancient. There's a difference.
No, whatever. You mean all of them are from the previous century, essentially. Looking at his livery and his teammate, it's just a question that I want to ask Mr. Francis. Now, with a team name like Footsack Racing, are you the one that's going to go away, or do you want the other teams to go away? Because that's essentially what it means, go away.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on the fence there. It's on the fence. I've been told to look at the back of the car in great detail, which I have not as yet.
We must actually. Do you have enough guts to go and have the look at the back of that car in great detail, or is that something you're going to save for off air?
I'll leave it up to the chats. Chat, would you like to go see what is hidden behind the Footsack Racing Team racing car that I have been warned that I need to go take a look at, which I have. So we're going to leave it out to the chat there for everyone to choose. And, well, decide. Fate's in the hands of everyone. Remember, I love you all. Don't do this to me.
We'll wait. We'll wait to see what the chat says.
It's going to be a bit of an awesome one. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel like
As I said, Stephen, you already have 2 people in the chat that says you must go and have a look.
as we see Christian Fenter running out a bit wide marbles. Alright, well, I am deeply concerned. Oh boy. Let's find the car.
Good
There
stuff.
It is.
It's smiling at you.
Let's look at the rear wing. There we go. There's the back of the car. Alright, well. Yeah.
It just says Footsack.
It just says what it is on the back.
Yeah.
Nothing interesting there.
Moving on, shall we?
Moving on to that pipe. Absolutely, that's what it says.
I'm gonna send a message to Eddie and say that's very disappointing.
That's disappointing from Eddie Francis. A little bit further up, Mahath Musa for the Project Vapor team taking on Paul Fenter, trying to go around the outside, not able to make it just bite as yet. Mahath Musa really.
Why is he defending?
Huge amount of effort.
Go fight your other Porsche, buddy.
Very
Jesus.
Take it easy. In the next lap, you're gonna have next lap also. You're gonna have the leaders behind you.
Guys going for a little bit of a change of image to just show that the Project Vapor team is working on breaking the normalities of color schemes, which is actually very good. I like to see some weird and wacky cars that do arrive. Where you got the logistical nightmare racing team running more of the iconic orange, white, black sort of colors. The guys really doing everything they can in the 777, and just gotta say, very, very interesting.
I mean, absolutely, and as you will remember, we got in trouble with for a livery once. Not really in trouble. Some loved it, some hated it. It was, I think, 2021, the Kyalami 24-hour, where we. No, it was it the Kyalami 24-hour where we rocked up in the crash test vehicle livery?
No, that was for the Kyalami 9-hour.
Oh, the first Kyalami 9-hour.
And then the second one, we also had a crash test set up, and yeah, big caution on the back of it. So, as you said,
Learner driver sticker.
Yeah, some people enjoy it, some people don't. That's part of the parcel of it. Devon Ellis of Team Tryhard Racing doing everything they can. DNG going and battling it out with Daniel the Hitman de Villiers, locked and loaded, got his sights firmly onto the back of that Aston Martin, looking for the inside.
He needs to leave his space. What the fuck?
Gonna back out of it and ensure that he can just keep on going. So very, very interesting to see the guys really pushing as hard as they can.
Did that guy really just fucking turn in?
Yeah.
Through the race, now trying to keep a maintained pace. So far, quickest lap time of the race. Just seeing there is a bit of
God,
contact.
Vietnam. Yes, yes.
People don't pay attention, dude.
Saw it in the background quickly.
Yeah, that's
Why the fuck wouldn't you go out to the fucking curb?
yes. On the back Ferraris, getting a bit of a knock from Luke Addison. Was it under braking? Luke trying to make his way around, jumps the curb. Oh, slight contact. Didn't expect the guy to be that far down the field, and then Quinton from Rensburg arriving on the scene with everyone. So these are things that can happen as you go into the race, and where you got the faster guys closing down on you, your brake markers tend to be a little bit different than the others.
Yeah, exactly, and by the looks of it, Luke
Is that
is going to
BMW in front of you?
fairly quickly.
Is that the one who
have to make
That,
his way
yeah, that's the
around
guy
these-
kind of
what's
close
it
you
now,
off.
5
So
or 6
he's lapping in the
cars.
149s. He's cock slow.
Oh,
That's Quinton from Rensburg and Jean
solved this
Requerta.
problem for 2 of them.
Under braking, it did look like Jean Requerta getting a bit of contact with Quinton Jans van Rensburg. The two rubbing it out, give it Nell getting a little bit of rub of Jean Requerta. And all looking okay.
Careful.
Catching up to one of the BMWs. Goes on the fence, looks up the inside, and
yeah, you're good.
unfortunately getting turned around. Luke Addison saying, well, thank you very much, I'm going to keep going with that. Not too badly damaged, a little bit of a blood tap afterwards. As we see,
another spin.
that's David.
It's behind you's
Christian Deploy, wasn't he part of
blue
that as
flag.
well?
It looked like Christian Deploy landed up in the mix, so let's jump on board our helicam. And that Porsche being a little bit unsettled.
The back
now
marker just
it
took him
is
out behind you.
starting to feel what it is going through the back
I would be
markers.
raging.
Back markers starting to feel what the leaders are coming through, and it does change the game. It does look like Christian Deploy got tapped by Eddie Francis, and David Null arrived on the scene with a bit of contact
And
into the side of it.
Does look like Christian has lost the lead now. I'm looking at his car on the other screen. It does look like does have a fair amount of damage on the front of that BMW.
Yeah, looking a little bit secondhand. I wouldn't be surprised if that steering is a bit skew. He's trying to keep it all in check, but definitely suffering on the top end. Now he's got Jean Requerta ahead of him. He has to try and figure out Quinton Jans van Rensburg falling off the circuit.
So this guy ahead of you is a back marker.
That's also allowed
He should
Ethan Lacuna to move up forward. There is Eddie
give you
Francis
space.
trying to keep out of his way. And
But you know, people don't give a fuck
one
about
of the
blue
things
flags,
that
so
come in is, yes, you've got this damage on the car. You're trying to stretch out your runs, but how much is it hurting you in the long game? And especially like for Eddie Francis,
I'm
now
honestly
he's got Ethan
fucking
Lacuna
used
all
to
over
run
the back
this
of him.
shit.
He's just been involved in a bit of an incident.
No, dude.
And these are all
You've got
factors coming into play. It really does show what the circuit is.
just a bit more than 10 laps.
I mean, absolutely. We spoke about the cars being lapped and the lapping cars a bit earlier on. As you see, a Lamborghini. There was Lacuna.
Now that is the ZRC WTF, and I think he's going and saying that's exactly
Yeah.
WTF. Where did the corner
That's
go?
what happened. Yeah.
It does look like David Nell's got a fair amount of damage on his Porsche as they get tucked up.
If this guy doesn't concede the corner, I would be fucking raging, dude.
Turns into a bit of a gaggle. David Nell, Ethan Lacuna, Hansi Myberg, all battling it out. You can see
About to
Ethan
rage.
flashing his light, saying, "Listen,
Okay, cool.
please do me a favor."
You out of
boxing
the shit?
at this point.
This
David Nell
fucker
saying, "Oh, listen,
Yeah,
keep going."
BMW is slow.
As they
AW.
look to try and make it 3 wide into turn 1, opting not to, allowing Eddie to go a little bit later on the brakes. Hansi running it out a little bit wide. Ramona Yonka going and bailing off the circuit. Let's actually take a look. He arrived on the scene of a huge fight, trying to figure out where he could go, and unfortunately, I think he just went and caught the dirt and landed up for a bit of a spin.
Yeah, I mean, the track got very busy very quickly as we look at this replay. I had a look at when they went through turn 1. Poor old Eddie got pushed onto those, sausage curbs. He had a bit of a difficult time out there, done very well, and there's unfortunately the little bit of contact. I think he just arrived on the scene not expecting the cars to be at a slower pace.
Yes, what the fuck is he doing?
Ryan van Dijk getting a slight kiss as Naya.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Myberg really putting on a hard charge to do everything he can. And it does look like Christian Venter lying at
People are so yucks to just defend their position.
Evolved Racing, BMW all over the whole Sun Motorsports team, Ferrari as they make their way through, and you can see lights being flashed. Now there is a couple of things that's to be noted for flashing lights. You can flash to warn that you're coming by, but no excessive flashing. And contact between Christian Venter and that was the whole Sun Motorsports Racing team getting caught out, trying to get by. Just late on the brakes, trying to get it going. BMW looks stable, got a good drive out. Just letting know he's coming by. Fair enough. Hansi Myberg, though, is defending for position. So these two are racing. Christian Venter kind of arrives on the scene, goes for a little bit of a cutback, and there's the contact with. Oh, that wasn't the whole Sun. That was actually with Hansi Myberg getting twisted around. Just came across the nose and unfortunately losing out his position.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it before or earlier on. The front runners are now going to start.
Yes,
through
who's these
fields,
people?
and the first round of lapping is sometimes the most difficult, Stephen, because a lot of the field can still be very much bunched.
Good shit,
up,
dude, good
and
shit.
As we've seen, we've got 4, 5, 6 car battles. Now you've got one of the leaders coming up as we see Lacuna going on the inside and making the pass stick through there. That was the BMW getting a bit squirmy from Janse van Rensburg, so that hasn't helped his drive out there, and he might actually lose another position there.
Now David Nell trying to go a little bit later on the brakes, really swirling under the brakes and just keeping it ahead. Can he get on the power?
Let's go!
Be so careful running out too wide there. He will land up with
How much damage you have?
the warnings are going to come into play. And Christian Venter
6.7
closing down
seconds.
on
Okay, so
is going to realize
Still the same.
this is
Still-
a
still
lot of hard work as they
all
fight
right.
tooth
Yeah.
and nail at this point. And as you said,
Okay,
it's a
guy ahead of you,
to be in an endurance race.
lapping in
You
143.6s.
just have to be aware of what's happening, and you've got to be mindful that the race is happening at the front and at the rear. So everyone wants to just go for that, go for the checkered flag. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Under braking though, these two rubbing shoulders with one another.
Yes, dude, that BM behind you is causing big cock.
Yep.
Fucking hate the car.
Was it Jonker that came past?
Yeah, bro, he's causing cock.
Christian Venter that came
Oh,
past.
Christian Venter.
Divat
My
now
bad.
getting a little bit more of a run at this point. And there is Ramona Jonker who has closed up onto the back of him, really trying to get into the toe, has to bail out, getting a little bit more pace into the corner and having to really just back out of it. So these are few factors that guys are going to be aware of. But we do have a couple of pit stops at the moment. Wilford, Robin,
Yeah, a bunch of guys have started pitting.
along with
Or not.
still 9 laps out.
Yeah. No, good. Seems like we have a bit more range in the Lambo. Or at least like 3-4 laps more than the rest. Or the other cars.
Disconnected. Obviously, they've got that car sorted out, back out. They've done 2 pit stops so far. Reginald has done 1 pit stop at the moment. So the guys are all keeping
it's
an
Ruan.
eye on what the
Chris.
competitors are doing. Ruan Celia seems to be in the pits. Along
Yeah,
with
he's in
Sullivan,
pits.
And we'll see
Okay,
if
never
they'll
mind.
be changing over from
Oh, Jandre Bote review, so his last lap, 1:43.7. How's the car feeling with the less fuel?
Not good, bro.
Kind of just arrive in turn 1 and you've got someone coming out pits.
Yeah, you know, you need to be very alert. You need to listen to your pit boss.
Now the
crew
tire's feeling?
chief,
Oh, it's
like
okay.
Some of the drivers use.
But I have been
That
using
will alert
them
you that a
front
car
twice,
is
so
exiting the
Yeah.
pits. And
to be
Steven, as you
expected.
mentioned, the pit
Okay, no, I'm
lane
just trying to gauge in terms of a full stint.
They're feeling good. They're
which
feeling
can
good.
make
I
things
lost some
kind of
pressures as
interesting
well.
if you've got a car
So
approaching. Pit entry luckily is
no, it's good. It's like
is
actually
not
good.
that bad, although
It grips.
does
Just get into
arrive
rhythm,
you
and
also
then you'll
very
be fine.
quickly after
Yeah.
the last turn, and as we found out in an endurance race, you can actually miss it, which might have a bit of bad consequences for you, so to speak.
It can have a very, very nasty consequence. And
Now,
toe
what
back
I-
around the circuit is never fun for any driver or team.
Now, also what I mean about that, you know, you can just be put on the wrong line coming out the last corner, and that can result you in to miss the pit lane. So you need to make your intentions very clear that you're going to go into the pits as you go through the last 2 corners.
That's definitely the case. Well, taking a look though, Luke Addison out at first place, Christian Deploy in second place.
It's another 2 guys in the pit now.
Third,
3.
Nolan Bosman in fourth. Vincent Nell out in fifth. Jan Kleinans in sixth. Seventh, Mahaif Musa. Bago Kroble getting ahead of Paul Fenter as they chase their way through. Quan Duplessis in 10th. Conrad Fulsvink in 11th. Marcus Stain in 12th. 13th, Heinrich de Vet. Ashley Wilson out there on circuit in 14th. Like Randabel. Kerry Duplessis. John Ray Puerta. Ethan Lacuna. Daniel de Villiers now making his he's in the pit, getting a bit of work done. Devin Ellis also getting a bit of work done. That's allowed Ryan Heineke to get past. Ramon Yonka going to be coming past as well. And the race just keeps going on at this point. Guys have done now 1 hour and 3 minutes of racing. The longest race that we have currently in Raceface is 1 hour and 20 minutes. So you can be sure drivers are starting to feel that all coming into play.
Yeah, we this guy's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, the first turn drivers certainly going to start feeling it, especially the guys, you know, driving out in front in the top 10 positions. They are pushing the cars very hard. They're doing incredibly quick lap time. I mean, these are lap times that they are doing in sprint races. Luke Addison, Christian Deploy, Christian Fenter, top 3 running in the low 42s. Even Johan Kleinans in the 42s, the rest of the field, you know, pretty much in the low 43s to mid 43s and then up to the 44s. But those are incredibly quick race times, Stephen. I mean, they're not holding back, so they're going flat out all as we see.
That's Quinton Ivey, so he's taken the car over from Eddie Francis, going a little bit slow, slight bit of contact with one of the Hybrid Academy cars, and just trying to get himself all sorted out at this point, getting the hammer down and getting chased down, arriving on the scene and just deciding barrel it to the grass. Don't worry about it. Don't.
He had an epiphany. It's written on the side of his car.
That's it. But going very, very slowly as he makes his way around. So Quinton Ivey just obscenely slow at this point.
I think something is wrong there. I won't be surprised if he actually comes into the pits at the end of this lap. It does look like he's struggling to get that car around.
Holding it in third
see now he's put on the inside line, and I don't know if he wants to come into the pits. Yes, you see, that's what I spoke about. You can actually miss the pit lane if you get put on the wrong line by a car lapping you.
Definitely something going on with that car, and the guys are going to have to take a look because he was just not getting that full throttle.
No.
And cruising around at 70 kilometers now does make it a little bit of a challenge for every single one of the drivers. A couple of questions coming in that we do have stewards. Our stewards will be chatting. From what I understand, and I know the guys were talking about it, so we will have live stewards going and talking. Just confirm with that.
About 16 quicker than the car head.
Yes, we have live stewards. Where's Hugo confirming that there is live stewards for the race? No penalties handed out as yet, but
Do you know, like overall? Yeah, overall.
We don't like to see people getting penalties. We don't like to see, especially early on in the race, guys getting dished out with a whole lot of issues, which does happen. It's part and parcel of racing. You will have penalties come into play. Drive-through penalties, stop-go 30-second penalties, all that sort of stuff can land up in a world of hurt. So the guys are going to have to bear that in mind. But it does look like the race starting to slow down now. A couple of guys doing pit stops early on, so we're starting to see those first pit stops get into it. And I think that's mainly because the tanks are starting to run out at this point. Do you see guys stopping for about 36 seconds? So that tells me that there's a bit of fuel, bit of tire change, getting a fresh set of tires out and get going once again.
How much fuel do you have left?
5 laps, 15 meters.
These are all things,
cool.
As the race continues, we're going to see more and more of as the guys push that a little bit harder every single time.
Sorry, you caught me mid-drink there.
Mid-sip.
Mid-sip. I had to recover from that one very quickly.
Got you mid-sip.
Yeah, you got me mid-sip. Well, Stephen, keeping an eye on the side screen, Christian Deploy is going into the pits, so I think he's decided, you know, it is enough. It's time for some fuel. It's time for some new tires maybe, and to get the front end of that BMW repaired. So,
Christian
different...
following him through as well, so we're going to try and get round.
And I wasn't bad out, you know, hour and 11 minutes passed, so I wasn't too bad with my pit stop calls.
Well, a couple of guys, Ronaldo Boersma diving into the pits, Vincent Nell going to keep going at this point, so guys are starting to dive in and land up getting a bit of fuel put in. I just wonder what's going to be next. What's going to be the next move? You're reacting to everyone pitting, you're reacting to what guys are doing, you're trying to figure out what's going to be the best strategy to get yourself by the end of this 8-hour endurance race to land up at the top of the field.
BRB.
What's next? What's going to be the next challenge that these drivers are going to have to deal with? We do know once they go through all 3 drivers, we're going to then start seeing a lot more fatigue starting to kick in. Lots of guys will start building up with lactic acid in the arms, in the legs, depending on what type of gear you're using. That also can influence it massively. If you've got something that's got the steering wheel that's cranked up all the way to 11, you're going to land up hurting yourself over a long course of time, which requires you to take a bit more of a break. These are all the different factors that are going to come into play as we make our way around Imola. And, well, Imola is pretty much one of these tracks, I would say, if you're not strong, if you're not mentally strong and physically have the endurance to run a lot, you're going to start feeling it.
Good shit, good shit.
Oh, it's in front of us.
Nice, you've caught up. Oh no, wait, they did the pit.
No, definitely, you know, fatigue is going to be a factor. I mean, me and you have both
Yes,
had
indeed.
it, spending lots of time in the car. You definitely do feel it. Where I started feeling it in our previous endurance race.
11 meters?
That, you know, that
Cool.
short stint, I think, what was it, 5 hours I did in the car? you know, I started feeling it especially in my left leg that did the braking and in my wrist. I started feeling they physically started hurting after spending that much time in the car.
Yeah, and
Come on, AC, rijden, boet.
this brings up
Rij.
point where a lot of people tend to forget about the wrists taking a bit of strain, and that's where I actually want to go to, like Ethan Kuna's Lamborghini. Bit of a strange one. I know it's completely off topic. Well, it's on topic, but kind of a weird one. If you go and take a look inside the car of a Lamborghini or an Audi, they've got the same sort of steering wheel. It's made off the same manufacturing line, but as he turns in, you can start to see where the steering actually curves slightly, comes towards you, and that is to go and help relieve strain on the wrists. It's got a slight bend in the steering wheel to help go and relieve strain. Now, yes, in a sim rig we don't quite have that same type of bend, but would love to. But these are little factors where endurance racing guys are looking at small things like that, and it was the wrists getting sore was after the guys complaining of being on the simulators for a long period of time with a normal straight steering wheel. They complained that their wrists were getting very, very sore. They started having crepitus building up. That's in other words the sound of, it's almost like bone against bone at that point. And running into issues like that, so the guys have to be so careful of, and it forced them to modify the way they build steering wheels. A lot of teams have gone for a lot thicker steering wheels. As we jump on board with Sean Rickwortha chasing down SES to Hayes, just ahead of him in the McLaren. The guys have gone for a thicker steering wheel. They've opened it up that you're not going and gripping as tightly. These are what makes things rather interesting, and guys taking different thought process out of it, and guys modding current sim racing stuff doing the same thing.
I mean, Steve, especially if you do the longer type of
Okay,
races,
one more
it's a
lap and then I'm
discussion
coming in,
me and
eh?
you have had
Cool, I'm ready.
numerous times before. You need to make things as comfortable as possible for yourself.
There's a penalty, and that is
Good
Neil
penalty.
Greening getting a penalty, and it does look like, so Neil Greening with a solid penalty of 5 seconds, and Gunther Kruger of the ZRC, he's going and landing up with a drive-through penalty. Yep.
Do you have any
Wanna
track
know
out
where
warnings?
our stewards are?
Nope.
They're going through
Good shit.
lots and
We're gonna
lots of
keep it that way.
footage, and as I said, we'll
If we
try
do,
and
we
chat
automatically
about
like
it.
top
We'll
fucking
try and
15.
bug them to get a bit
I see the
of
first set of penalties and drive-throughs are starting to pop up.
bring up for a lot of people that don't know the background work of it is what you look at, what you need to identify, where contact is, whether it's A pillar, B pillar, where you're on the circuit, what sort of speed, was there blue flags, was there yellow flags, all these type of
Okay,
things
I can
come
do
into
one
play,
more lap and then I have to come in.
it does make
Go for it if you want.
interesting to try and figure it out amongst it. So
Like, can you comfortably do a lap?
I'm really
Fuel-wise?
looking forward to
Yeah.
it. But
Okay, go for it.
conversations out there, Dylan Hall saying wrist strain can be reduced by dropping your hands down and the palms in.
Then
This is
that's
just
right
the
on
same
schedule.
as I use in
Actually,
endurance karting. Very true.
Yeah, I could.
And something you do get taught while doing such as karting is if you start feeling
Check
the feel
second last corner if you can.
down the steering wheel,
Yeah, no, I have
just to
5
try
liters
and
currently. So I can do one more lap and then I have to come in.
Yeah, you need 2.6, right? Per
Yeah,
lap?
yeah, so we're good. We're good. I can do one more.
That's Jaco Krobler actually coming out slow. Jaco Krobler of the Hawks Racing team landing up with a bit of a problem. Let's see what happened for him. The Hawks Racing team.
I'm streaming everything on YouTube.
Nice.
Oh, good shit, dude. Great recovery.
Thank you, man. You too. Couldn't have done it without you, bro. You're supportive as fuck. I'm coming in now, eh?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. And just watch our speeding pit lane rather play it safe.
Yeah, you'll feel the cars much better over those curbs now.
Cool. Now look, I'm gonna play it safe.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take extreme risks. Phew.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
No, the first choice will come first. The first choice will come first. We didn't get a penalty, bro.
I was watching those numbers like go down.
Yeah, same. I was like, fuck.
What car number are we? Got
Straight up.
69.
37.
Okay, yeah, just give me times when I should be ready.
Yep. 30 seconds.
You're fixing the damage as well, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's why it's 37. 20. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Cool.
Good time, you got this, bro. Fucking got this. You fucking have this. Just shake it chill. Don't worry too much.
Yeah.
You're a boss. Blue flag in front of you.
Sorry?
But yeah, blue flag in front of you, but just take it like
Yeah, I want to give it like a lap or two.
Mm. Inside? Nice.
So I just didn't know what he was doing. Like he
All good. You
braked
have-
and then he...
Yeah, he was trying to get space awkwardly. You have number 6, 4 seconds behind you. I'll tell you when he drives the BM.
Dude, my game's very laggy. I don't know why.
It's all good. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Okay. Abuse. Dude, hoe swap mens nou weet tussen as jy jou vriend spectate? Hoe gaan mens vorentoe en agtertoe in die grid?
Shift, left, right.
Nice, thank you.
Okay, didn't like a fan of that one.
Dankie man. Dankie. Yeah, you're fucking up this Porsche behind you. The E6 is coming though. You are doing fabulous.
My rearview mirror is gone.
Oh, you're gonna need to spam F1.
Is it F1?
Yeah,
do it
but
on
just
the
wait
straight.
for the next straight.
Yeah, I'll do it on the main straight. So I'm just taking it easy until I get a group.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. You just keep doing you. You're much faster than the Porsche behind you as well, so you're pretty much solid. P5 is a second behind you. I would say just keep like far left at the straight here. Take the longest line you can. Yeah, he's in your slipstream. Yeah, Take the cuts in.
F1's not working.
It's supposed to.
This is gonna suck. No rearview mirror.
I got you for your rearview mirror though. Do you have a hotkey to look behind you?
No,
That's okay.
I used to, and then I changed it for brake bias.
So you cycled through the entire F1.
Fuck.
It's okay.
I don't know why it would have changed.
It's with the pit thing, but it's supposed to. Mine works again if I cycle through it.
Oh, cycle through your
Yeah.
cameras.
through the views, yeah.
Okay, no, I've changed that button to something else.
That's good. Just focus. He is behind you,
That's fine.
and if he's too greedy, just let him pass. It's okay. Nice, man. Nice, man.
There we go. Thanks.
You found it.
Yeah, I just cycled through. I have it on my numpad.
Nice. Keep your head down. You're good. The tire's looking okay.
I'll check now.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, right side's one click low, but still good. It'll probably warm up after a few laps. I'm just hating this. It feels like I'm on 30 FPS.
That's strange.
It's probably because I'm streaming, but it usually doesn't affect me. So I think after this turn I might just shut the stream off.
Yeah.
Because like there, I just kind of glitched out, and I don't want that while I'm taking sausage curbs.
No.
Let's see if Daniel De Villiers, the hitman, is going to kill me.
Just let him fucking...
Yeah, no,
yeah,
these guys
yeah.
are quite a bit quicker than I am in general.
Just get in your groove.
Oh, fuck that up.
It's okay. It's okay. Let him. Just let him.
Dude, like, this slideshow shit show of FPS I'm having now is not so like a...
I can imagine. He's coming across. He's coming across. See the right? Yeah. Nice. There is a P5, 1 second behind you in a BMW. But yeah. That's all you. Okay, so the BM. Careful, he's on your left. It's on your left, on your left. BM behind you. Oh, that's fucking far away. Okay, yeah, that's... To your right, to your right?
Yeah. Come, past. Wait there.
Oh, it's SC to your left.
Yeah, I know, but...
Just stay in the middle. Just stay. Get over behind you now. Inside. Nice, man.
Yes, that was a
That was hectic
fucking
as fuck.
shit show.
Yo.
Fucking hell. I expected like 3, not 5.
Same.
Fuck, I feel bad for touching Essie.
It's okay. You survived. He's good.
What is if Essie has a 15-second penalty?
No idea.
Guy behind me has a 5. Okay, time to start
Okay,
lapping
bro.
a bit.
You're good. Just get in your mojo. Uno more mojo. These are actually all bots.
Nah, the thing with bots is they're more unpredictable than these fuckers.
That's
At least
true,
with these
but
fuckers,
are
you know.
predictable fucking bots.
Well, at least you know with these bots they'll take you out in a corner.
Yeah.
Bots at least try and avoid you.
we go. Just keep doing you.
I can't, man. Every time I go there, for some reason, it starts like drops
Fucking
FPS, and it's so hard to try and take that line.
Yeah. You got a fucking kick-ass fucking exit there.
Just Ivy, fucking hell.
Let's go, bro. Oh fuck!
Jesus, that's Essie.
Oh fuck! P7 behind you. Yeah, just keep to the left. You'll.
How far's the next guy?
Behind you is P8. 4 seconds is P23.
This is actually nuts.
That's fucking hard, bro.
Dodging people that are crashing, dodging blue flags, still trying to keep a gap between the guy I'm actually racing to something manageable. Yes, I took that like an ass.
21 in front of you, 2 seconds. Nice, man. Good lap.
It'll get better. I just, yeah,
Very good lap.
I'm just scared if I push a bit harder with this stuttering,
Yeah, don't.
it might
Keep doing you, bro.
fuck something out.
Keep doing you. Let's fucking go, dude. Just keep going.
Imagine
Nice,
if we weren't
dude.
taken out.
It's okay. Still fucking 6 hours left. Rather say, imagine there wasn't load shedding.
Oh yeah. I got so happy, dude.
Same. And then it got taken away from us. Because they can't.
So I need to just be a bit more consistent.
Blue flag. Nice. Nice. they have a warning as well. Nice, bro.
This is a little shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yes, I almost tunnel vision there. I almost followed that guy.
E21. Let's go!
Oh shit! Did he take himself out?
Yeah.
Dude, to me the car at 120 to 100 liters doesn't feel so great, but at about 90 liters to 70 it feels lacquer. For some reason, I don't know. I need to pick it up a little bit.
It's okay.
Yes, they just dropped to 20 FPS.
That's not
Fuck, bro.
You sure you tapped in, right? You are tapped into your game.
Well, I'm inputting things.
Yeah, but it can still do that. You're 100% sure you tapped into your game.
No, I think it's because of the streaming.
Alright.
But it usually doesn't impact me that much, so I'm not sure why it's doing this now.
A lot of cars on grid, a lot of players. I don't know.
Fuck.
Nice, dude.
Yes, dude, this chat's annoying.
It's okay. Does it make noise?
No, it's just... It pops up and then it goes away. Pops up, then it goes away. Ah, fuck it. It's a bit late on the power there.
That's fine.
Anything interesting happening
No,
around
I'm
the
just
grid?
checking you. Just checking you and what's in front of you and what's behind you. Olipant is kind of quick. Also, P1 is behind. One car behind it. 2 cars behind you. Olipant's coming at you. He does low 43s. He is on your ass.
I can annoy him for a little bit.
P1 behind him. Just warning you.
Oh, let P1 take him over first.
Okay, Luke is behind him.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till Luke passes him and then.
Luke is... Yes. He's coming at you. He's giving way for Luke. Luke is behind you.
Yeah.
Luke's to your right.
What the fuck was he doing?
It's okay. He's gone.
Did I do something wrong?
No, I don't
Because
know where you
I was going back to my racing line and he just dive bombed the outside.
Did you
So
touch him?
Yeah, my rear bumper. But like I let him pass, or I let Luke pass, and then I was going back to the racing line, and then he just dive bombed the outside. Some people just don't have fucking patience, do they?
Oh shit, dude. Oh, that's accident. Fuck. Shit happens. I don't know. That was kind. Because you were on the left and you had a run and then you came over to the right.
I just didn't expect he was coming that hard.
Yeah, he had a phenomenal drive out of that corner.
3-second damage from that.
Oh my god.
Daniel?
Yeah. Lollipop's he's pretty quick, by the way.
I don't care.
I know.
Fucking be safe.
No, he was being safe.
Remember, it's the
No, but
attacking driver is responsible for being safe in overtake.
Yeah, but you move like he had.
No, look, so I was.
I'll show you the replay. But focus for now. It's okay.
Yeah,
if we get a penalty, we get a
Oh,
penalty.
there's another fuck up at the back there.
Just keep going. If he does come at you again, oh fuck. I don't know what happened. If he does come at you again and he's like very close.
No, I'll just let him pass because this is retarded now.
No, it's not retarded. It's okay. He's fighting out of Van der Wijk.
So what happened was like I went out, or I was taking the racing line, and then I stayed left to let Luke pass, and then I moved across right, and then he came in too fast. I didn't react enough or fast enough.
Yeah, that's cool. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Good, pull to your right.
Why are you bumping me? Fuck.
Nice. Oh my god!
They can take each other out. I was fine there, right? I gave him space.
Yeah, you were straight.
I hope I cut the corner or something.
Oh, you're good. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck, man.
It's okay. 2 more cars. Don't join. Or just stay. Okay, go. Nice. We're good.
Fuck,
P2 behind
man.
you. P2 behind you. And P12. All good, bro.
Something's wrong with the braking.
Yeah.
When I brake, it's the car's pulling to the right. Fuck, sorry.
Bro, it's all good, bro. Remember, our goal is not P1, it's not P10. It's just to finish, and if we're lucky, we get a top P20. I would be happy with that. And we already kind of get that as soon as, if we don't cut or get like anything serious, we're good.
Yeah, currently no warnings.
Yeah, we're good. We're fucking good then. We're like unbelievably good.
Oh, jeez, why are you breaking so much?
Elapse 46s. So last lap was a 46, but that was also with the getting people by.
Wait. Yes, Brew, why you break so early? I know I should have. Fuck, I'm so screwed, dude. Bro, I'm screwing up. Hello? You're very soft.
How much fuel do you have there?
55 liters, 20 laps. Dude, you're very soft.
Keep filming.
What the fuck is he doing? It's blue flag, fucker. Why are you fighting me? Oh, you aren't switched over again. Oh.
doing fabulous, Summer.
Yeah. No! What is that? Ethan, I'm making
going.
fuck up.
Just keep going. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. That wasn't too bad, bro. I'm a bit delayed on the stream, but I wasn't like, still good. How's the car feeling?
Alright. The rear is starting to be a bit more loose, but not too bad. I think it's because of the spinning out.
Just take it chill. Dude, this is our first endurance. I wouldn't even care if we came last, but we're not going to because we don't cut, we're fine. So, don't stress.
Oh, I got that. Dude, J-My, next bit I'm gonna turn off the stream. I can't do this. It's... I can't be consistent, dude.
When you cancel this stream, just stream your Discord, bro.
Thank you, Sava.
Plus here.
Jan was worried why he was slowing down. Car right?
Yeah. I'm just taking it easy.
Okay.
I don't want any penalties, drive-throughs.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, same to you guys. Oh no. No track cut. Yeah, I've learned if you're gonna go wide and cut the corner, slow down so you don't get the warning.
See if Delta goes into a negative.
Starting to get slightly more understeer. Shit, the temps are dropping off quite a bit. Here's Mr. Anton. A bit deep. Oh, almost spun there again.
Don't do that.
No. This time I make counter steer.
Mainstream's on you.
Oh no! Are they saying bad shit about us?
They say good. I don't know. Since I'm Dutch, it's mainstream. Let's keep going.
6 laps left till I pit.
When you have 5 meters.
Oh, so 5 laps. Whatever. I'll check.
Well, if you have 5 liters, you can do 1 more lap.
I've got 6 laps left, so 16 liters.
That's good.
Yeah, bro. Do they wanna get the screen off of me?
They love you. We're 19th, we were fucking dead last. What the fuck you say? Keep going.
I can't hear you. It's so soft.
I know. I'm just quickly going to the bathroom. BRB.
Yeah, go for it.
Got.
I want to go to the
remember
bathroom
to
too.
leave some-
Take mine with you.
Okay. I'll try my best. Remember to take pit strategy 2, eh?
No, it's strat 3.
Don't. No, 2.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, balls. Then
You're currently on the first.
yes, I almost took pit strat 3, eh? But I've just increased pressures by 2 clicks overall because I see it's dipped by about 5.5 PS. Oh shit. Might have a track cut. No, we don't.
Woo!
What? I'm overtaking this guy again?
Just remember when you hit 5 meters, one more lap, and then you have to come in.
Yeah, so I can do 2 laps now. Oh, stunt 1 done.
You might actually only need to do one more stint, eh?